Sue, Sue, Sue. What are you doing? You're attacking? That should be fine. I want to do another digging.
You can't get away with that!
Oh, I got Hava. You know? Let's warp you. Let's try this spell.
This'll teach you.
This'll teach you. You're using it on your ally. That didn't even work. As I expected it to, at least. I really should get Saki. At the same time... do an all heal. Saki with these soldiers is a little bit scary. Oh, it's when you hit the character. Okay, I understand. So that gives you like max evasion. Alright. Never mind. I take back what I said. Mirage is actually pretty good then. It gives you like an increased evasion stat. Yeah, warp effect. Got it. Okay. So it's like having the warp shoes essentially. Alright, that's pretty good then. Ina, I'm gonna have you focus on these soldiers.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
Oh, they even got Saki. Sue, I think we're good on defense, especially with you and the warp effect. Justin, I'm gonna have you mid-air cut Saki. It might not work super well. Yeah, especially because you canceled Sue. I still get the mid-air cut hit though.
Ha! Slice you in two.
Oh, good counter, good counter. Someone needs to heal, someone needs to heal. You're attacking, that's fine. You're not doing too much though. Probably we don't need Burn Flare. They should hit a good chunk of them. Sue's gonna need to heal, probably with Rah-Rah. That's the wave right now.
Come on, puppy! Let's go! Here we go!
Bum 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 bum. Not the heavy blow. Oh, my defense reverted. Alright. We need to clean this up. We're getting pretty low. Saki's like at half of her HP. We're almost out of MP with Ina, which is kind of scary. You're trying to use slapstick on me.
Watch this!
Alright, Justin, I guess you're attacking. I'm gonna need to heal again.
Come on, puppy! Let's go! Here we go!
Man, I wish I was doing more damage to these soldiers. We really gotta kill them because I think they're the reason that Saki is so difficult here. The difficulty here is the fact that they're still here.
Flame burn 'em!
Burn them. Yeah, we're only doing like 80 damage, which isn't a lot. Well, do this, I guess. Don't kill, don't kill.
Prepare to die!
Yeah, that would cancel. Sure. I have the Resurrect Potion. Oh, but Sue has the Resurrect Potion. Dang it. So I can't... That makes no difference. I'm gonna try to bring this back with just Justin and Fina.
There.
Might not be possible, though. If I lose, I lose. It's whatever.
This'll teach
I
you.
wish I was doing more damage to the soldiers, because that's what's really making this difficult. Cancelled one, somehow. I can beat you to this, right?
Face slash.
It's not a 100% cancel, though, unfortunately. What are you doing, Saki? What did you just do? Yeah, just kill me here.
Oh, I lost.
Oh yeah, new game over thing. I just really need to kill the soldiers ASAP. But at the same time, I want to hit Saki. I guess I should use, like, more shockwaves. Or something. That might be what I have to do. Because Fina, I just have spam magic. And the warp effect is good. Maybe I should give it to, like, Justin, though, instead. Okay, I already freed you, as I thought. Let me see this really quick. Question mark is Heaven and Earth Cut. Is that the invisible move? That second to last move? It probably is. Because we don't have Lotus Cut or Freeze Slash yet. Fluffy Fire, and then that's the Cheer Fight one. The one that raises attack with Sue. That's Zap Whip, definitely. And that's Random Pearl. You know what? Put the Mage Whip on. We were working on knives with Fina, but if we put the Mage Whip on, her magic attack will be boosted. And also, since Sue is most likely gonna die first, someone besides Sue should have the Resurrect Potion. I don't think this fight is too hard in the base game. I mean, base game Grandia isn't really a hard game to begin with, but I don't remember having trouble on these fights in the base game. This is just the Redux patch. I'm having difficulty with the game strictly because I'm playing the Redux patch. It is the hard mode patch. I can fast forward this, can't I? Try a shockwave here. Ina having the Mage Whip might help too, just to get more magic. Also, I'm kind of tempted to like start with burns until you guys separate a bit. Sue using Diggin was a good idea, and we can even throw in some defense losses because they have a lot of, not necessarily they have a lot of HP. But my damage output is not super high, so they take a while. So a couple of defense losses wouldn't hurt. Arrow Lariat? No, Slapstick.
Watch this.
Alright, Fina, this is where we start bringing out the burn flames. I don't think he'll get to me in time. I'll still be able to get this off.
Prepare to die.
Oh no, you were going for Sue. No, you got Sue. Alright.
Oh, flame burn 'em.
I feel like the three femmes are more comedic relief. I mean, yeah, that's their exact purpose. Hit the nail right in the head. That's exactly what they're here for. I actually like them. I know there's a lot of people that don't like them. I actually like them. I don't love them, but I think they're the purpose they serve in the story. I actually kind of like them. They can be pretty funny.
Here goes!
Like, obviously, they're not amazing like Mullen and Lean are or something, but I actually kind of like them for what they are. Do another digging.
You can't get away with that.
Look, I have it again. That happened last time. Justin, I think. I'll heal. Tina, I think I will have you howl.
Oh, wind, blow 'em away.
There, there!
We're at the point where we're doing really low damage. I've done enough digging. Sue's next turn's probably going to be a defense loss. Oh, they're really close to dead. The Mage Whip was definitely a good call. The Mage Rope. You know what? Do a Fire Whip here. We're kind of lined up for the formation. And I can get some Whip XP. Sue, I'm gonna do this. Even though they're almost dead, I'm still gonna do that.
Come on, everyone. Let's go.
Mostly for Saki. Playing Grandia plays a lot like watching an anime. That's interesting. I never got that impression. A game that I really feel like plays like an anime
Oh, flame burn.
that I did recently is Wild Arms 3. Wild Arms 3 really feels like some kind of... It feels like 4 mini story arcs of an anime that culminate together at the very end. I never got that impression from Grandia. Not to say, like, oh, it's not true. I personally never got that impression from Grandia, but that's an interesting perspective. Wild Arms 3, though, really feels like an anime because you have, without spoiling, you have the 4 story arcs. You have 3 story arcs, and they all have, like, different villains. The villains are, like, changing as the game goes on. And at the very end, the main villain isn't, like, the best villain of all time, but it culminates with everything so well. And it makes Wild Arms 3 have, like, one of the best stories ever.
Oh, flame burn 'em.
Because I really like how each arc in that game really... The first 3 mostly feel like different story arcs of a large anime or something, and they all like are small puzzle pieces that culminate eventually.
There, there!
It's actually really cool. Also the fact that the opening changed, so watching the opening was always super hype. Alright, now we won. There's like no chance we lose. Giving Fina the Mage Rope and using Diggin and Defense Loss was the key to winning. Mostly the Mage Rope, because we got more damage on the soldiers and they died faster, and without the soldiers, Saki's like not a threat. She just has more HP than base Grandia.
Oh, wind, blow 'em away.
Yeah, I never got that impression from Grandia, but I see why you would think like that. I see where you're coming from with it. But, you know, Wild Arms 3, definitely an interesting story perspective. I don't have SP for mid-air cut, rip. You'll die eventually, don't worry. You will die eventually. Any enemy that's without ads is a joke in Grandia? Yes, true. Grandia's difficulty is not the highest. It's like one of the things people complain about with the game. I mean, it's justified. The game is easy. I'll admit it, it's easy. But this is the Redux patch, so we're gonna have a lot more difficulty.
Oh, man.
I'm interested to see how the triple Garlau fight will go. Because spoiler alert, but not really. You kind of expect it. You fight all three of them together later in the game. I'm really curious to see how that will go later in the game. Because I think my first playthrough of Grandia, that fight gave me trouble. Like, in base Grandia, the very first time I played it. But I mean, of course, the first time I played it, it'd give me difficulty. Hey, I found something here. We can open a lot of doors with this. That's how we open the other doors. You get the master key. Okay, I think I actually see why they give you a recover point. Because you're not able to go back to the save point, or you are, but, you know. I appreciate the Redux patch developers... like, you know, not being brutal with the difficulty. They were fair. Like, they didn't, like, make it, well, at least so far, with save points, they weren't like, oh, we're gonna take out every single recover point. They had some thought about, like, oh, we have to make this enjoyable, you know, not just difficult. I failed. I should have been more cautious. Sorry, Saki. Over for you. Locker room? You can go into the locker room. Why not? Never felt like Grandia is too easy. It's just the right amount of difficulty. Did not slow down the pacing and story, in my opinion. Look, I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. I had a whole discussion about I'd rather a game be too easy than too hard. But, nah, it's like, I don't mind that the game... I love the game despite it being easy, but, you know, when you play the game as much as me, you start to see it. But also, we talked about this, where I would rather a game be too easy than too hard, because too hard makes the game frustrating and you just don't want to play it anymore. So I would rather, 9 times out of 10, I'd rather have an easier game than a harder game. Of course, the go-to option is difficulty sliders in later games. Now, Grandia 2, I will disagree people saying that game is too easy, because Grandia 2 is harder than Grandia 1. And if there's someone who actually says Grandia 1's not too easy, then saying Grandia 2 is too easy is ridiculous. Because Grandia 2, they upped the difficulty. And while it's not the hardest game on the planet, it's by no means easy. Or too easy, rather. Hey, guys. This Redux patch is kind of something I have to experience because it's like my second favorite game of all time, so I gotta experience it. Favorite, second favorite, again, we'll find out the answer when I do the Grandia 2 Redux. That will be when I answer the question. Because playing these games back to back is definitely what I need to decide.